The internet is a place that has given a ton of childhood nostalgia to anyone born as a Gen Z like myself, as well as anyone who was a late millennial, and also anyone who is a Gen A. A lot of the nostalgia given to us from the internet came from videos, memes, forums, stories such as fanfictions and creepypastas, and social media, and occasionally from anywhere that's degenerated or just flat out traumatizing. A lot of the nostalgia given to us came from images as well, and some images that managed to spread across the internet would become very iconic and memorable. Although there are some iconic and memorable images that fall towards the uncanny side, and most people don't know much information about. Which is why in this video I'll be explaining the information behind uncanny images you likely have seen before, and a lot of these images that are in this video might even bring back some nostalgia. If you have seen many cursed images on the internet, then you probably have seen this image before, which shows 4 people wearing very uncanny Teletubby costumes surrounding a child who is sitting on a hospital bed. I myself have come across this image numerous times on Reddit, and I think I might have seen this image come up once in a creepypasta countdown video. It should be known that this image is actually a picture that shows a picture, and you can actually see the edge of the picture if you look at the top right corner of the picture. The picture featuring the picture, that is. Do you get the picture? Apparently, the image's oldest known appearance on the internet was from a Reddit post on the creepy subreddit from December 3rd, 2015, in which the image is featured with a caption that reads, "As if being sick as a kid wasn't scary enough." The Redditor who posted the picture, who was JF1984, would leave a comment on his post, saying that he noticed the image on the wall in the children's ward of an English hospital under the heading, "Celebrities Who Visited Us," and that he found the image both hilarious and horrifying. Recently, a YouTuber known as Scare Theater got in contact with the user who posted the image, who goes by the name Jay, and Jay would message Scare Theater saying that the image was on a notice board, and that he thinks the image looked like it was on the board for a long time. Scare Theater would then ask Jay if he knew the backstory behind the photo, and if not, then if there was any way for him to get into contact with the hospital that had the photo. However, Jay would say that there is no way to know more about the photo, since the hospital that had the photo is strict with patient confidentiality, and they most likely would not know any information about the photo to begin with. Jay would also mention that the photo has to be at least 25 years old by now. However, because we don't know the year when the photo was taken, I would say that the photo was taken in the late 90s. Basically around the years 1997 to 1999, since that's when the Teletubbies was a new show on TV and was at its peak in popularity. And not to mention that the quality of the photo looks like it could be from the late 90s too. But that's just what I think though. This image of an abandoned mall is one that is very recognized among people who are into liminal spaces, and I myself have stumbled upon this image numerous times when looking up pictures of liminal spaces on Google. However, as eerie and strangely nostalgic this image is, the location of the image is actually known, which is inside a mall known as Mountaineer Mall that is located in Morgantown, West Virginia, and to this very day, Mountaineer Mall is still open to the public. It's also known that this photo was taken in July of 2009, so the photo has some history behind it. And basically that's all I have to say about this image, so I think we should move on to our next image. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this image numerous times, which features a very creepy looking clown smiling in a very uncanny way. And the image also looks like it was taken in either the 80s or the 90s. Apparently, the creepy clown in the photo is an animatronic that was created by Aaron Fetcher, who was known for creating the animatronic characters for a restaurant and entertainment center known as Showbiz Pizza Place, that was known for using animatronics to entertain children who ate there, just like Chuck E. Cheese, and he would later perform as a voice actor for the restaurant's shows. The creepy clown animatronic would be used as a mall kiosk reader and info booth for an International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions convention in 1983. And while not much is known about the animatronic's movements, it is known that it had about 6 different movements. The animatronic also sat in a booth that slightly resembled a carousel, with 4 white bars and a colorful circular top on top of a large colorful wooden platform, as the figure had no legs. And believe it or not, the 4 white bars and circular top of the creepy clown's booth still exist to this day, although they have been dismantled for storage. It should also be noted that the clown's name and what he was originally supposed to sound like is currently not known, and as of making this video, its original head mechanism is missing, and its eyes have been replaced with eyes from another animatronic, who is named Duke LaRue. In 2021, footage of the clown at the 1983 IAAPA convention resurfaced on the internet. However, the clown was not activated and can only be seen from a distance. If you are familiar with the creepypasta known as the Russian sleep experiment, then you are likely familiar with this image that many people tend to associate with the story. I remember this image terrifying me a lot as a kid, only because I thought this image featured an actual person who took part in a horrifying experiment during the 1940s and went insane. And if it seems naive that I would believe this image was of a real person who took part in a 1940s experiment, then you should look up some of the experiments that were done on people during the 40s, because a lot of them were just purely insane. Fortunately though, the person in the photo isn't a real person, but instead is nothing more than a Halloween decoration called a spasm that was made by Morbid Enterprises, who are known for making Halloween props. And not only are there pictures of it, but there is also videos on YouTube of the prop being turned on. In fact, I'll show you one right now. So yeah, this image is nothing more than an image showing a Halloween prop with a black and white filter. Although, we still have yet to know where the image originated from and who took the photo. This is probably the least known image that I'll be featuring in this video, but I think it's worth mentioning just because I've seen numerous users on Reddit say they were familiar with the image. Apparently, this was a popular jump scare image that originated in the 2000s, and it scared a ton of people on the internet during its long history of existence. Despite the image being one of the older jump scare images out there, the image's origin is actually known. And while I'm not sure who exactly found the origin of the image, or if its origin wasn't known for some time before being found, I do know what the original unedited version of the image looks like, which I found after browsing through the Internet Mysteries subreddit and finding this post by Reddit user Lane Campbell77, which read, "I have found the original photo from this popular jump scare image. I haven't seen it before, so I thought I might as well post it." And in the comments section of the post, Lane Campbell77 made a comment saying that he found the image on a Japanese website, which also led to the original DeviantArt account that the image was posted from. The comment also had links to the Japanese website and the DeviantArt account, and when clicking on the DeviantArt account link, you get sent to a DeviantArt account that has a username known as Bloody Bunny Stock. On Bloody Bunny Stock's DeviantArt account, you can see that the original unedited version of the image looks like this. And if you read the image's description, you will notice that the person in the photo is a friend of Bloody Bunny Stock named Joey. And if you look at the image's details, you will see that the image was taken on May 1st, 2004 at 4:09 PM, which was before the image was uploaded to DeviantArt on June 4th, 2005. What's even more interesting about the image is that we actually know who was responsible for creating the image's jump scare version, and you can find this out by going to the comments section of the original version of the image on DeviantArt, where you will see a comment that was made by a DeviantArt user known as RevJessieC, which features a link that leads to the jump scare version of the image, with the person in the image being referred to as Tongue Boy. You can also see that the image was uploaded on June 8th, 2005. And it should also be noted that Joey can also be seen in another photo uploaded by Bloody Bunny Stock, where he can be seen in the background. Here is an image that many people have come across when either searching up scary images online, or when searching up an urban legend known as Satan's Sphinx. Which, if you don't know what the Satan's Sphinx urban legend is, it's basically about a video that surfaced on the internet in 2009 that would eventually get banned by the US government due to it containing satanic messages and rituals that can lead to someone ending their own life. Basically, the urban legend is similar to that of another urban legend known as the Grifter, since they both revolve around disturbing videos that cause people to commit self-harm. Many people tend to associate this image with the Satan's Sphinx urban legend because they believe that it is a screenshot of a part in the Satan's Sphinx video. And while that piece of information and the video in general are most likely hoaxes, it is known that this image appears on a 2011 album called Decade of Dust by a band known as Hellhorse. And it is also known that these two people in this image are wearing costumes to look like Krampus, who is a Christmas folklore character that is popular in the regions of Austria, Bavaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovenia, South Tyrol, and parts of northern Italy. And Krampus is described as being a horned anthropomorphic figure that is half goat, half demon who punishes children on Christmas who have misbehaved by scaring them. Let's just say I'm glad I never heard about Krampus when I was young, or else I probably would not enjoy Christmas that much as a kid. This is an image that dates back to the early days of the internet that was used to jump scare people, or in some cases to just give people something funny to laugh at. Funny story about this image is that when I was in 5th grade, my teacher would one day use this image to jump scare the entire class. Although I remember laughing at the image more than being scared by it, but that was mostly because my teacher didn't put a loud noise to go with the image when it popped up. And as a result, pretty much everyone in my class was humored instead of terrified. While it is extremely unlikely that we will find out who made the image, and its original unedited version, we do know where the image was made, which was on a photo editing program that existed in the late 90s called Kai's Supergoo, that was known to have a tool called Fusion Room that had the ability to edit images of yourself to make them look similar to these images right here. As of making this video, we don't know exactly when this photo was made, but it is very likely that this photo was made in the late 90s, based on many internet users' memories of the photo. Overall, this image is a combination of something that is uncanny, funny, and nostalgic.